back and watch the steps cook.
You want 17 birds? Big ring, I play for the 17 birds. Hit my line if you want 17 birds. Big ring, I play for the 17 birds. I know a guy if you want 17 birds. Big ring, I play for the 17 birds. I know a guy if you want 17 birds. Big ring, I play for the 17 birds. Yeah, I'm from the 17th. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. Lil Brunson back at you with the back at you, and I'm the best reporting on the Eagles. Listen, before we get into the meat and potatoes, gotta let you know, man, this video was brought to you by me. The Hurt Season hats are in effect. Everything is jumping off the radar. The winter hats just dropped, you know what I mean? Shout out to the print champs for making sure we was ahead of the curve and getting them things out to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Before it started getting cold. I don't want nobody rocking a Hurt Season hat, not having the air's cold, because it's about to get real out here. It's about to get real out here. You know what I mean? Listen, the NFC East is in influx right now. Everybody think that they could be talking crazy to us. Everybody think that they could be talking crazy to each other. The Giants fans are talking. The Cowboys fans are talking. The Eagles fans are talking. This is a big game on Sunday night. And you know what I mean? We're going to have a lot of content coming out about this all week. A lot of dual stream videos. A lot of stuff is going down this week. But let's talk about the defense right now of the Philadelphia Eagles before we get into it. The Philadelphia Eagles are rumored to have a consultant by the name of Vic Fangio, you know, one of the most brilliant minds, you know, on the defensive side of the ball of the modern generation, for real. For a lot of people hail him as one of those guys. You know, he spent a lot of time around the team. You know, we all talked about this. A lot of time around the team in training camp, rookie camp, whatever the case may be. He was around, you know, just on the sideline, looking around, you know, personnel. You know, could he have been instrumental in, you know, advising us in what free agents to pick? Because it seems like everybody that we scooped, from Hassan Reddick to Gardner Johnson, has had their imprint some way, some shape, form, or fashion on at least one of these games. You know what I mean? Bradbury, like everybody we've brought in has definitely been a major contributor, man. It's really rare in today's NFL that you hit on every single, you know, free agent signing that you get in the offseason, man. A couple articles, man. I think this one is from, I want to say this is from Bleeding Green Nation. Through the first 5 games of the 2021 season, the Birds allowed, you know, 23.2 offensive points per game. Through the first 5 games of the 2022 season, the Birds have allowed just 16 offensive points per game. So we definitely, you know, we definitely cutting it down. We definitely are holding guys well under 20 this year, and that's a big difference, man. There are multiple reasons for the improvement. Key factors include an improved roster, we know that, and more experienced staff, schematic continuity, and opponent quality differences. You know what I mean? I think we're better at, you know, matching up and diagnosing mismatches in our favor. Jonathan Gannon ultimately deserves credit for overseeing better results, and it might not hurt that the Eagles defensive coordinator has had assistance from someone dubbed as the most influential defensive coordinator in modern NFL. The Eagles are currently consulting with former Denver Broncos head coach and longtime NFL defensive coordinator Vic Fangio. A source tells Bleeding Green Nation radio alumni and current Super Bowl SB Nation executive producer of Team Community Podcast, Michael Kist. I mean, it's basically in a nutshell, it's pretty accurate if you're hearing it from these sources. What does a consultant do? A consultant basically, you know, lets you know if you should do this, let you know if you should make moves here, let you know how you should attack certain situations. Now, he's not a defensive coordinator. He's a consultant. You know what I'm saying? He's a consultant to the defensive coordinator. When a defensive coordinator wants to have a meeting on how you should attack certain situations, you know what I mean? He brings in his army. He brings in his generals. You know what I mean? Generals have advisors. The president has advisors and consultants. These guys all sit around the table and help the president make the best decision possible. And you're seeing that on Sunday. You know what I mean? You're seeing that in a lot of games this season, to where the defense was able to finish games at the half. You know what I mean? And take over a lot of games. That's key and instrumental, as I talked about during the offseason, of helping your young quarterback develop. You need stuff like that. You need guys that's going to be able to come in, and you need guys that's going to be able to, you know, make sure you get the ball back from multiple times, which we've done.
You know what I mean? A lot of turnovers. I think we're the number one team in turnovers this year. You know what I mean? We're the number one team in 3-and-outs this year. You need guys that's going to be able to come into this thing and help your young quarterback and help your offense get the ball as most as possible. And that has been happening. I don't know who that's a real credit to, but Vic Fangio being in the building and his defense being able to turn around the way that they have been turning around is not a surprise to me, man. So, what does this mean for the future of the Philadelphia Eagles? With Jonathan Gannon, potentially looking at head coaching jobs last year, I can only assume that that's a dream of his and a career goal of his to be a head coach somewhere. So I can see Jonathan Gannon potentially moving on from us, and I can see Vic Fangio sliding right into that spot to where he's most comfortable, and that is being a defensive coordinator. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. It's officially Dallas Cowboys week for us. I know it's another game that got to come on tonight. I'm going to watch it, but that game need to get the hell out of the way because Sunday Night Football can't get here fast enough.